Really, recently really enjoyed Dark Knight's death metal. What's that? I remember the movie. What was the movie? Oh no, Heavy Metal. I'm thinking of that animated film from the 80s. I haven't seen that for years. That's wild. Wild Horse, White House, Raw. But yeah, we're gonna play Days Before Christmas. You know, 'tis the season. Made by Sunsoft. Uh-oh. You know what Sunsoft made? Roar of the Beast. I don't think they made this though. I think they just published this. Crazy alternate universe Batman. Oh, I love Batman, you know. It's one of my favourites. I mean, no, that's not even true. Not one of my favourites. It is my favourite. Batman's my favourite hero. I like the Batman games as well. I was watching Dreamy playing earlier, and I like some of the Mega Drive Batman games, not all of them. I like the first Batman. That's, funnily enough, you know, dissing Sunsoft with the Beauty and the Beast game. But they actually did make the Batman game on the Mega Drive, which I really like. I guess we'll just play normal. Jump. That'll do. Batman is a necromancer. Wonder Woman has a chainsaw. Batman Who Laughs merges with Dr. Manhattan. That sounds crazy. Only days before Christmas, Santa slept in his house. Oh, okay, hang on, I'm reading that weirdly. Only days before Christmas, Santa slept in his house. An evil plot was brewing, cooked up by an awful louse. The cold and evil snowman scared all the elves away. Timekeeper stole plans from Santa's house that day. But for the vicious louse, this wasn't bad enough. I'm really gonna show him. I'm gonna play rough. Okay then. One of the alternate Batman is a T-Rex. How many alternate Batmans are there in it? He tore the presents open and on them cast a spell. That's when Santa woke up. Something wasn't well. All his elves had vanished, his presents also gone, and threats were awaiting, surely more than one. Beware the magic potion calling Santa's evil twin, the angry Anti-Claus, his fiend from within. If he's bad though, why do we summon him? So Auntie must be Santa, pick presents all the way to face the throes so bravely and make it through the day. Go beat the evil bosses who's lurking in the dark, find his sleigh and reindeer, set out to make his mark. Find every stolen present that was unjustly craved. For every kid on the earth, Christmas must be saved. How lovely. I just know Batman when he gets addicted to drugs. Wow. I just like normal Batman. And I really like the Arkham series. I don't know that one. I don't know the comics so well though. I really, like growing up, I really liked the Adam West TV show. I love that so much. Even though, you know, it's a bit silly, but I like it. Perhaps I should have played this every day. Perhaps I should have done a level every day on the calendar. That would have been fun. Or not. Okay, so I did read the manual before I played. I did read the manual tonight before playing, but I don't really remember this game. I have played it many, many, many years ago. Oh! Dun dun dun. I'm not really sure what we're doing exactly. Dun, 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 dun. I'm hoping that this game is going to be a little bit more chill than some of the stuff I've been playing up to this point. I'd quite like a bit of a relax, you know? Oh, that's a sprite. Ooh, I want to catch that. Ooh! Look at Santa. Oh, he's not doing it now. Oh, wow. That's so cute. Cesar Romero's the best Joker. Yeah, exactly. I agree. I do like Jack Nicholson though. But I do like Cesar Romero. He's got the laugh. And I also like Eartha Kitt as Catwoman. She's perfect. And what's the other one? Julie Newmar. She's pretty good too. I always liked her in the movie when she's pretending to be Russian and she's like, "Da." That's so silly. Is that alive? Oh. I always find it crazy that this game got made. Like, I don't know. It just seems so specific. You can only sell it for like... Because even me, myself, playing this now, I mean, it doesn't matter. It's just a game, but... I didn't particularly want to play it right this minute, but I kind of thought, well, if I don't play it today, I'm not going to want to probably play it for another 12 months. Oh, wow. Well, I think when I first found this game as well, back in the early days of like, I think it was emulation, I thought it was like a bootleg sort of game, but it's not really. I'm still playing it like it's Beast's Raw. Perhaps I can just chill out, you know, a little bit more. Oh! Level completed. Wow. That was easy. Let it snow. Player 1, get ready. It's got quite nice graphics, I think. Very cute. I think the backgrounds aren't very good though, but the actual character sprites are nice. I think Julie's still alive. I think she is. Eartha Kitt passed away a few years ago though, didn't she, bless her? I was devastated because I didn't even know. I didn't know. I don't think she got enough kind of a news send off when she passed away. I remember just looking her up one day, wondering what she was doing now, and it was like all written in the past tense. I was like, oh. Because I like her in The Emperor's New Groove. Oh, wow, bugger. Oh. Oh, we won? I thought we died. She was awesome. She was. She's got such a sultry, unique voice. 10 years at least. Ooh, you're probably right, actually. I feel like it's since I've been living in Japan, though. But then again, I've been here 11 years now. Ice Cave. What's that? Oh. Oh! Hello. Is that a thing? There were so many guest stars. She died on 2008. I'm really talking crap. I'd like... Oh, she died on Christmas. Oh, no way. That's so sad. See, I totally never noticed that death. Where was I then? I mean, I would have been in the UK for Christmas, but I was a student then. I don't remember. No, I guess I was just busy, you know, Christmas Day, and it just got washed away, but... There were so many guests, celebrity guests in that Batman game. TV show. Like Vincent Price is in it, isn't he? Playing Egghead. Is it Egghead? And the Cossack? Oh. Oh, God. Oh. Santa will fuck you up. We can't open presents, though. Like you said, it was barely mentioned. You better watch out. Oh. Santa don't give a shit about spikes. This took a dark turn. This is so much more relaxing though than Beauty and the Beast, Egghead, and the Cossacks. Helga was it or something? Egghead and Olga, and the Cossacks. And even King Tut is in it. That guy that was in oh, what's the film? Whatever Happened to Baby Jane? Oh shit. He's the guy that he's almost like a con man, isn't he? I think in that. Big guy. And he plays King Tut. And King Tut, because some of the villains like Egghead, I think, and King Tut, they were totally unique to the 60s show. Victor, yeah. Victor something. What is this? But I'm pretty sure, I can't remember if one or two of the unique villains ended up becoming canon, but they started off in that originally. I'm trying to think who it would be now. Might be King Tut. No. There's Black Widow as well. I've watched that show so many times. Blue Magic. I always remember the Black Widow episode where they Batman and Robin they're trying to look for Black Widow, and it's like the thing is she lives like a spider underneath the patio or whatever, you know, underneath the house. That's where spiders live, and she's like hiding in this mock-up suburban house, and there's these two old people that sit outside, but they're actually animatronics, and they just say the same thing over and over again. And it's like, say, ain't you that Bat fella and that Robin fella who are constantly fighting evil? I don't know why that sticks with me. Where are we in this level? I think Batgirl was in it by then. I think that was the third series. Killer Moth. Oh my god, I don't even remember Killer Moth. It must have been one episode. Mind you, Black Widow was one too, I think. There was also... I was reading about it on Wikipedia a while ago. Apparently, because the person that played the Riddler, he really wanted lots of money for that to keep going, and they didn't want to pay him, so they didn't have the Riddler for one season, and that's why they had the Puzzler. In fact, is that what it was? Was it Mad Hatter that started out from the 60s show? Mr. Freeze? I don't think Mr. Freeze did. I want to say, I think it was the Mad Hatter, something like that. Maybe not the Mad Hatter. It wasn't one of the really big iconic villains, but it was somebody. Maybe it was Mr. Freeze. But yeah, apparently the person that played the Riddler was very expensive. So one season they just did this other villain called the Puzzler, which was basically the same thing. Or the question mark or something. Mad Hatter is more or less the Riddler. Yeah, I think they were trying to not use the Riddler and try and have a similar sort of vibe. Because they couldn't really afford it. But then he came back for the movie and whatever, didn't he? I want to watch, and I haven't yet, and I think it was made before Adam West passed away. They did an animated TV show that's like the 60s Batman, but it's all animated, but they got some of the cast back. This game's pretty easy so far. It's a nice change. What is that then? I'm guessing there's 24 levels. Now you want to go back and watch them. I do now I'm talking about it. I really do like that show. I like the show more than the movie. I was never a huge fan on the actual film itself. I always thought it was a bit too much. Too many villains. And they didn't do much, the villains. I like the format of the show with the themed layer for the villain and the cliffhanger and same back time, same back channel. Brave and the Bold. What's that? gosh. I'm not sure how I feel about this game. I think it's definitely, you know, I said I played this before many years ago and I don't remember it, and I'm starting to see why I don't remember it, because I'm kind of just, you know, going through it and not really thinking about it. Talking about Batman, I'll probably remember Batman more than this game. What's with the music change? Was it a boss? Oh. Did the game just get real? Oh, you know what? I'm confusing that. It's not the 60s Batman. You just reminded me with the word animated. It's Harley Quinn, isn't it? She came from the animated TV series, not the comics. And then became part of the comics. Oh. It was an animated Batman that kind of captured the 60s vibe of it and had a lot of the huge... Oh, that's it then, isn't it? Yeah, then Brave and the Bold. They had an entire musical episode with Neil Patrick Harris. I really want to watch it. Oh, go away. Oops. Musical episode of Brave and the Bold is so good. Have you seen it? My friend introduced me to it. Batman animated series was so good. The 90s one. I've never seen that, and I've always heard people talk about how great it is. I really should watch it all. I mean, I did see, you know, bits of it, like growing up, but I didn't actually sit down to watch it properly. It's just something that was on. But I've heard it's supposed to be really good if you sit down and watch them all. People say it's better than some of the, like, films and things. Oh no! Oh, I don't know what that was. Over England. Why are we over England? The voice acting was so good. Oh my god. Oh, I remember these levels. I liked them. Are we supposed to be throwing presents in the houses? Rule Britannia. Oh, there's a chimney. I don't remember exactly. Oh, yes, the smoking ones, look. Ooh. Missing them all. I want to go again. This is a cool level. I like this. I don't like those balloons though. I love how they're just the British flag, just confirming we're in Britain. In case you know, you don't believe them. And Big Ben. Woo. There's at least, I think there's 5 Batman games on the Mega Drive. And I'm only familiar with 3 of them. There's an animated TV series Batman game, I think, isn't there? Is it Revenge of the Joker? Your password. Oh, maybe we should, I don't know, write that down. Just in case things go a bit hairy. GHWTK3A. But there's something like Revenge of the Joker, I believe. Mark Hamill doing Skeletor's voice in the new He-Man series is so off-putting. He just does the Joker. Oh no. Yeah, because I've heard him in quite a few things. Mark Hamill is the Joker everyone copies, not because of the 90s animated series. Not because of the games. On the 6th day of Christmas, before the flood. I don't know, like, I'm not like a hipster or anything like that. Like, I generally believe that things are popular for a reason. Like, you know, Final Fantasy VII, for example, I really do like Final Fantasy VII. But when it comes to certain things, like Mark Hamill, for example, I like Mark Hamill. I have no problem with him in the games. He's very good as the Joker. But sometimes I think there's a certain momentum that gets built up about something and it becomes its own entity almost. Like, it's kind of established. It's almost like it's not even, what you call it, like subjective anymore or objective, which is which. Maybe you can help me out, but it's kind of just an established fact now on the internet. Like, as a collective mass, we decided that Mark Hamill's Joker is amazing and it's perfection and that's the end of that. But it's almost like, I played the games and it's very good, but maybe if I hadn't had this like impression from the internet that he does an amazing job, maybe I wouldn't have even thought much about it. I don't know. I probably wouldn't have even noticed it was Mark Hamill either. I think that's just what is so interesting about it. I think people... Oh no, what's happening? I think people were too amazed that it's Luke Skywalker. It's Mark Hamill doing voice acting? How crazy. But he'd done lots of voice acting before that, really. To varying degrees. He's a good voice actor, but I do think that he does often play sort of similar characters. But then again, he gets cast as similar roles, so... Shit! Just because Mark Hamill did more voice acting the Joker than anyone could have expected, that's exactly it with him doing the voice. He captured being absolutely crazy whilst coming across entirely sane, and that's the whole twist everyone puts on the Joker since. Yeah, I think you're right there. See, whereas I quite like, as we mentioned before, the 60s Joker, I think he's quite a good Joker too, because he's just silly and chaotic, and he's like a gangster. He's not, which is what the Joker kind of originally was, really. He's more just like a gangster, a mob lord, but he's also just a little bit batshit. Not this like evil, sadistic, twisted, crazy thing. The 60s Batman is a lot more like the very early comics of the Joker. Now he's obviously just become this dark thing, and it's got to be like all Heath Ledger and why so serious. Which I really like Heath Ledger's Joker too, but you know, it's just yet another interpretation. I still think, personally, Jack Nicholson is my favourite Joker. But that's also because the film is just fantastic. I like The Dark Knight as a movie too, but I prefer the more over-the-top camp sort of Tim Burton. Oh my god, this level. Joaquin Phoenix did so much for the character. You can remove all Batman references from Joker and it's still a fabulous movie. That movie was really good. I did not expect to like that film, and I really did. I want it to be canon, like, and connect into stuff, because I really enjoyed it. Oh my god. Days before Christmas just got real. Maybe I should stop yapping about the Joker and get rid of this Joker. Ooh. I'm just worried about the flood coming up. Oh, that's gonna move. Oh, I need to stop I keep jumping, forgetting it's a moving one. Humanise the Joker through that movie, which I like the most about it. I haven't seen any of the Batman vs Superman films though. I don't think I'm that bothered. I don't like Superman. I've never liked Superman. I find him kind of boring. He's just too powerful. There's like no limitations, so it's not interesting. That's what I've always liked about Batman, because he's actually a person. Shit. Okay. Ooh. Is that gonna move? Who knows? Oh, is this over? Saw the first Batman in theatres at midnight the day it came out. Wow. My dad won tickets on the radio. I always remember that, and I feel like it's part of the reason I have so much nostalgia for 1989 Batman. If you have seen Falling Down with Michael Douglas Joker, has a lot of the same beats to it. I haven't seen that. Superman is the worst superhero ever. Changed my mind. I'm not going to. I agree. He's too super. He's just boring. Batman 89 though. The thing that I always remember about Batman 89 is it's like one of the only like older films, like old age ratings. I think it was like it was originally a 15 in the UK, I think, but it came down to a 12 later. I think it might even be a PG these days, which is just wild how much society's changed. Would factory. But I was young, and it's like my mum is usually quite strict about age appropriate films growing up, but that movie was the only one that she wasn't really that bothered about me watching, and so I watched that from quite a younger age because I loved Batman so much when I was a kid. And I remember she bought it me on video one year, and I was so happy to have that because it was the one that I'd always wanted, because I think I'd seen like Batman Forever a bit on TV, but I'd only seen the original one a few times, and I didn't have a copy of it because it wasn't on TV as much to record. And in the end we finally bought the VHS, and I was so happy. Oh god, what the hell is this? Does it do anything? I don't know what you think about Batman Returns though, but when I was younger I didn't like Batman Returns that much. I always thought it was a little bit long, and also it actually freaked me out a little bit because I didn't like some of the violence in it when I was very young, in particular Penguin biting people's noses. But as I got older and watched Batman Returns again, I almost want to say I think it's the best one. It's just got a wonderful story. And I just want more Danny DeVito. Do you know my other opinion too is best Batman is Michael Keaton. Always. He's the best Bruce Wayne. Batman Forever probably would have been a lot better if he'd been in it. I should watch Birdman, actually. Ooh. Oh, that worm. I just want a Batman movie with tons of old actors in it. That would be good. Oh my god, do you know what though? Speaking of all this Batman, I watched the trailer for that new one with Robert Pattinson or whatever in. I'm not bothered about Robert Pattinson being Batman. That isn't what triggers me. I'm willing to give it a chance. But I watched the trailer. I don't know why, but just to me, it looks terrible. It looks boring. I couldn't even work out what it was about. It just looked like an edgelord, moody film. It just looked like every other fucking movie trailer film I've seen. Magic Cave. Christian Bale portrayed him best. Billionaire psychopath. Are you on about Batman, or are you on about American Psycho, which I actually haven't seen? So bad. New one looks it looks terrible. I've got zero interest in it. I mean, you know, maybe it's just a terrible trailer, which has, you know, these things happen. Could just be a really bad trailer. I mean, it is a bad trailer, that's a fact, but maybe the movie's better, but the trailer is awful. I don't even understand what's going on in that film, in the trailer. It's just like a lot of nonsense and random sequences and oh look, it's and you know my other concern too. The Batmobile looks like shite. My other concern too is I think ever since there's just been this craze now ever since Heath Ledger did that super dark Oscar winning sort of geared for an Oscar performance of the Joker. That's what everything's got to be now. All the superhero movies have all got to be like really edgy and deep and trying to win Oscars or something with their amazing takes on villains, and everybody's got to outdo each other and do some sort of avant-garde weird take, and that's what I'm worried about this one. Like they cast weird people as the villains now, you know, to almost go against type. So it's like, what is it, Colin Farrell is the Penguin or something, and he's like, has he put on weight for the role, and he's gonna do that, and it just feels like it's like trying to just mark it onto that Heath Ledger energy. Like kind of everybody's Johnny Depp now, you know, when Johnny Depp actually used to do edgy roles. And then Johnny Depp became basically what I'm just describing, where it's just like you cast Johnny Depp in a film because it'll be Johnny Depp doing something weird with this character. So that's what I'm kind of not looking forward to about this new Batman movie. Because I kind of want them to make the characters, you know, do a good interpretation of what the character's supposed to be. Oh my gosh, this level is quite brutal. Yeah, these are my late night hot takes. With my can of beer at midnight. Wagging my finger. Is this level over? Because I'm over it. Now he just drinks wine. What, Johnny Depp? Oh, I loved Johnny Depp. I really did. And not just in his attractive way. I really... He was like my favourite actor for many... I'm kind of sad about what happened to Johnny Depp. Because I used to be into drama and acting a lot when I was younger, and there was times when I thought, oh, maybe I would like to be an actor when I'm older, and he was definitely a big inspiration for me. I thought he was pretty much the perfect actor. Every film he was in, every role he did was always outstanding. And then Pirates of the Caribbean happened. And Money happened, and, you know, it just got worse and worse and worse. There's still some good films. I like Sweeney Todd, but it just felt like all of them, like, let's just make a film with Tim Burton, Johnny Depp and Helena Bonham Carter with Disney's money, and it'll be great. The end. What's it about? Oh, it doesn't matter. One thing I love about 80s action stars is you always knew what you were getting because they just played themselves on them. Yeah, I love that sort of old like 80s action movie star energy. Johnny Depp was amazing. Cry Baby was so good. I haven't actually seen all of Cry Baby. That's one of the ones that I haven't seen. I'm not a big fan of Tim Burton. Tim Burton does some good stuff sometimes. My favourite Tim Burton, I like Ed Wood. That's a good film with Johnny Depp in it. Ed Wood's very good. Batman's very good. Shit. Well, I think those action films, they've aged quite nicely. You know, even though they've become almost like a little bit of a joke, but it's a feel-good mood about them. They're very charming and retro nostalgic now. They capture an era very well. What else did Tim Burton do that I like? I liked Sleepy Hollow at the time. Sleepy Hollow was a really good film until like film studies at school ruined it by making me watch it too much and analyse the intro. But I liked Sleepy Hollow when it came out because it's also got, you know, I'm just going to get sidetracked so many times now, but Sleepy Hollow's got Miranda Richardson in it, who is just perfection. I absolutely love Miranda Richardson as an actress. Sleepy Hollow was a great movie, and I think it's a shame that that movie's getting lost. Sleepy Hollow was just a very well made film. Perfect casting. Hi again. Did Santa just drink tea and turn into Krampus? I think so. Or coffee? Danny Elfman. Oingo Boingo. I don't know that one. I've also... Hot take. I appreciate it for what it is, but I've never been a huge Nightmare Before Christmas fan. I'll watch it. I like some of the songs from it, but as a film, I think it's kind of missing something. I don't really like the story, but I like the music, and I like the animation. But I find the story's quite tired. Danny did all of... Yeah, he did. All the good ones. Because he did the Batman soundtrack, which is fantastic. It's hilarious to look up. He straight up says that guy's in the village, but we don't know that yet. Wait, what? Have I missed something? Arnold movies with him on the commentary is the most amazing thing ever, because he just sits there and spoils the movie and talks about what's happening in the scene instead of anything remotely insightful. That guy's the village, but we don't know that yet. It's hilarious to look up. Bad guy, not village. Do you know who I really like, though? From back then? And you know, if I do a Sega CD playthrough, which I might do if I can manage to set it up, but I'm really ready for some Hulk Hogan energy on this stream because I'm a kind of a little bit of a closet Hulk Hogan fan. Mostly just because I liked like a few of his 90s kids movies growing up. Not so much as a wrestler, but I love his energy. He's so ridiculous. I know he's kind of done some controversial stuff later in life, but whatever. So have a lot of people. You know, I don't need to invite another for dinner, but I can still enjoy his movie. Although I think dinner with Hulk Hogan would be pretty great. Pumping Iron is an Arnold quote classic. I want to watch some of these old action movies now. I've suddenly really put me in the mood to watch Predator. Hulk Hogan is a mobster, but he acted good. Oh, Mr. Nanny. Damn right, Mr. Nanny. One of my top 10 films. How do I live here? I was obsessed with Mr. Nanny when I was a kid. Oh, serotonin. Thank you for the follow. Was it Mr. Nanny? I'm gonna smash that follow button for that Mr. Nanny energy. Now we have John Cena and everything. I sat behind the Hulksters on a plane 30-ish years ago. How was that? I also really like Kindergarten Cop. That's a classic film. Less keen on Jingle All the Way. What's going on here? Is it a boss? Oh. Oh shit. What is this boss all about? This game is quite good though, you know, to play at this time of night when I'm just trying to chill. Because I'm barely paying attention to the game. I'm probably doing some really bad dying. I'm just going through the motions. I would say that right now, 80% of my brain power is devoted to this conversation that we're having, and the rest is just this game. Which should give you a gauge for how difficult it is. Oh. Wish I could hit him there. Oh. Jingle All the Way was bad. Worst celeb I ever met was Steven Seagal. Total jerk. My grandfather told him off. It was pretty epic. I actually don't have much of an opinion of Steven Seagal and his films. I don't think I've actually ever seen a single Steven Seagal film. I'm just aware of him, but I've never watched anything. He was super nice from what I recall. Gave me a picture and signed it. That's good. Because I hate when you hear, when you hear that the people that you like suck in real life. That's sometimes a thing of shame about, the media and the internet these days. Because, I mean, there's probably magazines, and maybe I was just younger and naive and don't remember, but it was nice. Like, I feel like celebrities, we just didn't know their business back then. So they just had this air of mystique about them that's kind of been lost. Like, I don't want to know all the scandals. I know that people do stupid stuff like get drunk and party. It's fine. Because that's what I liked about quite a lot of the old Hollywood movies. Like, yeah, even though she's reputedly a bit of a bitch, but like your Bette Davis and things like that. Not sure about this boss. What triggers him to roll exactly? Oh. Oh my gosh. Oh. Oh no. Steven Seagal's a horrible person. I think, maybe I'm wrong, there's a Steven Seagal game. Is it on this? Or is it I feel like it's got really good graphics, but it's crap. What is that game with Steven Seagal in? I don't think it even got released officially. I think it was like fully made and got cancelled. An unreleased prototype that doesn't work but is playable. What was it on? My friend met a lot of actors because his dad was a Hollywood producer and said that Johnny Depp and Melissa Joan Hart were the nicest people. I sincerely believe that Johnny Depp is a nice person, just because he's managed to keep up that impression for a long time, but I think maybe he's just got older and changed, you know what I mean? I believe that he was nice. It's an unreleased prototype. Steven Seagal is the final option. Is the game. What platform was it? Oh, Mega Drive. Yeah, I thought it was Mega Drive. Maybe we should check that out sometime if it fully functions. Final option. So it's supposed to have really good graphics, I think, but it's just a bit garbage. Wasn't it like Steven Seagal pulled out or something? What's this level called? I don't remember now. Where in the world are we? Is this Russia? It looks like there's in the background. The whatchamacallit. Like Moscow. What are they supposed to be, those flying things? Oops. I've seen it played, it's just wow. Onion domes. Your password. Let's get that password, eh? 86T HTWG. The North Pole. Like, just play, watch, read things. It doesn't have to be complicated. Can't understand the current obsession with digging up dirt on people and then trying to financially ruin them. Exactly. No, but that's totally what I think too. Sometimes it's like, I don't want to know. I mean, unless it's absolutely, illegal and horrific, then yeah, okay, whatever. But, and it's just like they just said fuck you to a waitress in a restaurant or something. Like, we'll just let it go. Let it be an exchange that happened. With everybody, you know, even if you're the nicest person, you've had a bad day. Do you know what I mean? But they all build up and stack. Final option was snares. Oh. That's a shame. We could have had some big 80s energy things though. But there's a couple of movie licensed games on the Mega Drive. There's True Lies, I think, for a start. But there's something else. There's some 90s movie that's got, oh god, somebody in it. Not Christian Slater. No, not Christian Slater. There's some 90s movie license thing. It's a film that I've never heard of that's on the Mega Drive. Which will be a treat. Whoops. Did you get the new Gley Lancer on the Switch or PlayStation, whatever it was? I'm really happy that they've been re-releasing those shooters. I'm thinking of getting Donpachi on the PlayStation 1. Oh. I love the art for Gley Lancer. The box art. I actually saw a copy of Gley Lancer in the shop recently when I was looking at retro stuff in the city near me. It's so expensive. It's behind the glass counter, Gley Lancer. I think it's about $100 or more. More than that. Oh shit. Got it on PS4. They did a great job porting it. M2 did it though, I think. Didn't they? Not sure. Game over. Player one. Oh no. Oh, enter the high score. Continue. Yes, please. True Lies is on Mega Drive. I've heard that True Lies is a very good game actually on Mega Drive, and I think it's like overlooked because of being a licensed game. But I've heard it's actually quite decent. There's always Moonwalker. I like Moonwalker. I have that back in the UK. I actually have a copy of Moonwalker. Moonwalker's quite expensive in Japan. A real copy. I am thinking of, not going to go crazy, but I think I am going to buy a couple of Mega Drive games now that I'm doing this challenge. I'm really getting a bit nutty about the Mega Drive at the moment. I think I'm just having a very early midlife crisis, but whatever. It's not hurting anybody, except my wallet. But I am thinking of grabbing a couple of games that aren't expensive, just to get the manual and the boxes and just have a little piece of history. I don't really consider myself a collector, but there's a couple of things that are very special games that I would quite like to get, particularly Phantasy Star. I really would like to get a copy of Phantasy Star. Oh. And I saw a copy at the weekend. I may even buy it tomorrow if I go into the shops. Little Christmas Eve treat. But I saw a copy of Phantasy Star 3 for the equivalent of $10, about £5-6, $10. And really I just want to buy it for the map and the manual, because when I play it, the map, well, it's actually not a map, but it's got a list of all the items and equipment and what they do, which would be nice. I mean, I don't know what that is. Does it do something? Some of these presents are crap. Just leave them alone. When I've got full health. Not all licensed games are bad though. I remember Super Star Wars was alright on the Super Nintendo. And the first Batman game was good on the Mega Drive. And what else is licensed? Oh, these stupid platforms. Why can't every one game be like Persona and have a catchy little song that explains what all the items do? Yeah. Oh, Penguin, I'm trying to like drink my beer. I don't remember the film True Lies though. I've definitely seen it when I was a kid because my mum really likes the film True Lies for some reason. I don't know. Because it's not just an action, is it? It's kind of like a romance, isn't it? Romancy action. My mum likes that film. I think I watched a bit of it when I was younger when she was watching it. I only really remember the bit with the helicopter. Is that the sequel to Plumbers Don't Wear Ties? Penguins Don't Like Beer. Oh my god. I need, like, sometime there needs to be some Plumbers Don't Wear Ties energy. That's a special stream actually, because I quite like watching Cobra Commander and Neon Arcade on Twitch, and that was one of the first streams that I saw them do. And I'd never seen that game before. Steel elevators. I'd heard about it on YouTube, but I'd never watched a playthrough of it. That was a special treat. It's getting remastered. Why? Oh no, I knew that actually. I remember seeing that. That's crazy. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, I don't know. Has anybody here right now, like watching, has any of you played this game that I'm playing, this Days Before Christmas? That, you know, everybody and their mom is playing on Twitch at the moment. I know Retro Interroster had a little dabble at this. Retro's been hitting up all the Christmas games. I just played 30 seconds of Final Option. Oh my fucking god, it's bad. Oh really? Isn't it technically impressive? But yeah, this game... It's not bad. It's better than Beasts. Beasts Roar and all that stuff, you know. It's more functional and less chill. Not less chill. More chill than games like Spider-Man. But it's I don't know, it's just somehow kind of boring. I'm kind of bored. It's not very engaging. The level design is a bit... Do you know what it is? It's not even level design. This game is pretty simple and fun, you know, a kid's game. Like they should be. Looking at you. Disney licensed games. I've been talking recently to Barley Bath, who was around. Bland. Yeah, bland. But sometimes with some of the games that I think we love, I think a lot of it is actually just the soundtrack. Like, I'll put up with a lot if a game's got a great soundtrack, whereas I think this song, the music's so shit, it makes my experience of it. It's like... Okay, this is how I'm going to describe this game, like with this music and how I feel about playing this game right now. It's like elevator music, and this feels like I'm in an elevator, just like going through it. It's not terrible, it's not engaging, it's not frustrating, it's not hurting me. Perhaps there's a nice person standing next to me, we're having a little bit of small talk, but you know, after a while I'm like, can I get off now? I'm done. Oh, go away. How long will it take you to realise Disney hates children? They should stop licensing their stuff out to people that can't make games. It's definitely the less painful game for me to play. I'm wondering which version I played many years ago. Did I play this one or the Super Nintendo one? I think Retro was playing the Super Nintendo. Oh. Oh. But I do appreciate this game because it's giving me a chance to just chat, and like a huge reason for me being on Twitch is to actually chat. And some of those like hard games, those shmups and the Spider-Mans and stuff, I'm kind of having to, well, Spider-Man wasn't too bad, but like Beasts Raw, oh my god, I was having to focus so much just to get through that piece of crap. I didn't want to like let my concentration slip if it meant we'd have to play it again. Whereas this one, it's really chill. You definitely don't need full brain power to play this game. This game feels like a nap. You know you're wasting your time, but you don't... You got it. That's exactly a good summary of this. And you know, naps are quite pleasant, but they're not really doing anything for you. Now what? Where am I going? Oh. It's kind of like an easy cool spot. You know Rise of the Robots? Have you actually played it, Mecca? I've only ever heard legends of it. I don't think I've ever played it. I'm trying to remember if one of my friends had it. I've always just heard of how absolutely terrible it is. I'm hoping it won't be frustrating. Oh, there we go. You've beaten it. I know, naps are an important part of my day. To be honest, I love a nap. I love napping. Oh. So it's beatable then. I thought it had like broken AI, which most fighting games do. I did watch. It was on one of the lists. Everything you pick is though, Mechalavos. It was on one of those. It was on Sega Lord X's YouTube channel, I think, for like hardest Mega Drive games. So far this game doesn't seem too bad. It's not bad, it's just not great. It's just a thing. There's quite a lot of... It's very Western platformer. Very simple Western platformer. You know, a bit like... I might upset somebody, but a bit like Jazz Jackrabbit. Oops. Can we go down? I don't trust this at all. What's going on? Why won't he go down? Oh, whoa. But even the music, it just sounds like lounge music, doesn't it? What am I supposed to be doing? Rise of the Robots isn't hard when you know what to do, but even then the AI will just say no sometimes. Music sounds like mall music to me. This music kind of reminds me of Earthworm Jim. Oh, I press up. Oh, and down. Oh, okay. Dun dun dun. Gift wrapping. I assume the music is trying to be Christmassy. Well, it was. I feel like it's given up being Christmassy now. At first, the music was actually just like Jingle Bells and Santa Claus is coming to town, but now it's... I think they've ran out of Jingle Bells, and this is what happens when they have to make their own compositions. You just get elevator music. I do like Santa's walking animation that you can trigger. It just looks like he's bopping to the music. Bum, 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 bum. This would be good Be Right Back music. Or call center hold music. Hey y'all, hey Slim, how you doing? Cab, totally make a coffee to this, yep. Oh! It'd be good for like student loans. Hold music. Make me less angry to be there. Which reminds me, I'm gonna have to do my student loan shit soon. Oh god, I hate them. And all the call centres are in Scotland. And nobody will ever let you speak to the manager. Your call is important to us. It's not. Oh! So wait, where are we exactly? Are we in Santa's workshop? Like, why is he not in charge here? What are these things? Elves? Why do they just walk around? Sorry, I'm starting to like slowly realise what we're playing right now. They look like gremlins. Oh, Gremlins is a good Christmas film. And I don't mean that in an avant-garde way. Do you know what really what really gets on my nerves? This is just me just talking smack now. Don't take it too seriously, don't be offended, but everybody's fucking obsession with Die Hard and Christmas, like it's edgy to say Die Hard is a great Christmas movie. Yeah, we get it, okay? It's an action film and you're saying it's a Christmas film. Can we move on now? But that's my smack talk. Magic bubbles! I feel the same way about Gremlins though, for me personally. I like Gremlins as a Christmas film and that's like whatever, isn't it? Disney has put it into its Christmas collection. Seriously? It's just become a it's just become a thing now, hasn't it? It's not even cool now. When like Disney acknowledges it, it's like, ugh. Gross. I wonder if it always was a Christmas film. Like, did it used to come on a lot at Christmas, maybe on TV back in the day, or is it just something that happened later? I mean, it does have big Christmas energy. But then there's a lot of weird films that I consider that are kind of like Christmas films, and it's not because they're particularly about Christmas, but just because they came on TV. I stand by that Die Hard is a Christmas film. It is, but everybody has to remind you about that as if like they're the first person to think of that idea. I have no qualms with it being a Christmas film, but just the whole, I'm sick of seeing it on like social media about how Die Hard is a Christmas film and how they've got their like Bruce Willis whatever climbing for a vent as a bauble on their Christmas tree. It's just like, oh my god. It's a good film is what it is. What else is a good Christmas film that's not necessarily... Do you know what? One of my favourite Christmas films is, yeah, same logic. Parasite Eve is a Christmas game. It's not really, but it's just set there. But you can still watch Die Hard out of season. Whereas I'd feel, I don't know, I'm less interested in watching Home Alone outside of Christmas. Oh, we're going over there. Or we could just do that. Who needs physics, right? Too tired to defend Golden Era, Bruce. Insult yourself for me, Moon. I am not attacking the film. I'm not attacking the film. You're missing the point. I'm just saying that lately the whole bandwagon of everybody chuntering on about how it's the Christmas film, as if they've had some original idea, I find very tiring. The film is a good film though. But just, you know, the memes or whatever, like it's not Christmas until the Nakamura building blows up or something. Uh-huh. Hey Sadie, how you doing? I know Japan loves Bruce Willis for some reason. Oh yeah, he's still in commercials. It's not even an exaggeration. I see him on the TV regularly for the mobile phone company SoftBank. He's so old. I wonder how he even filmed them with Corona and stuff. I wonder if they were filmed like before. Or the New York tree is on the camera. I want to go back though. Tell me, do tell me, everybody, what are your Christmas movies? What are the films? What are your go-to Christmas films? National Lampoon Christmas Vacation. You know, I've never seen that. I feel like they're just National Lampoon. Well, no, that's not true. I was going to say they're not as big in the UK, but I think they've just not aged as well in the UK to be classics. But my brother-in-law, when he was alive, he definitely liked National Lampoon. So that's not true. Oh, we can bounce on enemies, I think. I just realised double jump. He's only 66, but he looks old in the commercials. I think they're making him out to look old as well, because he's got like glasses on and... Not that glasses means you're old, but you know what I mean. I think it's costume choice. Is he only 66? I'd have thought he was older. I would have thought he was in his 70s now. How old was he when he did Die Hard? The old Rudolph movie and Santa Claus is Coming to Town. Santa Claus is Coming to Town? What's that one? Friday After Next. I don't know any of those. Late 30s, 40s. Must be late 30s because that's like... When's Die Hard? Isn't it like 1987 or something? 89? What the hell is this thing? Can we not kill it? 89. We've all watched those old ones. Moon is so foreign. Why am I foreign? I just think it sounds like maybe they're American movies. Santa Claus is Coming to Town I'm not familiar with. Friday, isn't that the series Friday? Isn't that by Felicia Friday? I've not seen the films, but one of my best friends, who is American, educated me about those films. She told me we should watch them for some time, but we never did. And now she's in Korea. I used to go to NYC every year in December. Santa Claus one is from the 1970s. What is this Santa Claus? Let me look this up. I only know the song. Santa Claus is Coming to Town movie. Oh god, I think this is an American thing. It's the same with your obsession with the Grinch. The Grinch is just not that big and popular in the UK. Some people like it, but not everybody. It's not like this thing that's on TV every year. The main reason I know the Grinch is just from Home Alone. And then the Jim Carrey one. I think this is your own thing. The Rudolph one, though, I think I know. The animated, the stop motion Rudolph. See, movies that we have on in the UK a lot at Christmas that I like is the Santa Claus, not the Santa Claus, Santa Claus the movie, which is an 80s film with Dudley Moore in it. It's like an origin Santa story. Never seen the claymation movies. I highly recommend that. I think I've seen the Rudolph one. I always used to watch Santa Claus the movie, and it's also got the guy from... No, not the one with Tim Allen. One from the 80s. It's got Dudley Moore in it, and he plays an elf who's like kind of not been very good, and Santa doesn't... Well, he always has these crazy ideas, and Santa doesn't want to use them, and he gets annoyed, so he leaves. and goes to the real world, and then this businessman who is played by the guy from Third Rock from the Sun, you know, the dad? Yeah, your wife's about the same age as me, I think, so we probably got the same sort of Christmas movie nostalgia. It's always on TV every year. What's the game from... What's the guy from Third Rock from the Sun? And he's also in Shrek, isn't he? He's in it, but he's very young in this film, and he plays the villain. He's like a business tycoon person who wants to exploit the Santa's... It's using the magic dust that makes the reindeer fly. He wants to put them in candy canes, and then when you eat the candy cane you can fly too, and it's going to be a huge success. John Lithgow, yeah. Whole Tim Allen movie was made around the pun on Santa Claus. See, I've never really been a huge fan of I don't like Tim Allen. He gets on my nerves. I don't know why, I think Home Improvement used to get on my nerves when I was younger. Maybe I would like it now, but for that reason I didn't really watch the Santa Claus. She also banned me from playing Mr. Blob. Oh, well, it's because it's garbage. What is this level and when does it end? I don't know what that switch did. Am I going the right way? I feel like I'm just going backwards. Oh. Up the chimney. Oh. But what else have we... What other Christmas films have we got? One of my favourite Christmas films that I watch every year. I haven't watched it yet this year. I'm going to take it to my friend's house and maybe we'll watch it together. I have a couple, but I like Home Alone. But I also like Toys with Robin Williams in it. And LL Cool J and John Cusack. I really like that film. And interestingly enough, there's a Mega Drive game based on that movie, which is supposed to be terrible. It's supposed to be a really bad game that's almost got nothing to do with the movie. Can you just stop? Oh my god. How do I get past this thing? Oh, like this? Christmas with the Cranks. I've not seen that. Definition of insanity. Shh. Oh, isn't Toys kind of a scary movie? Shark scene. Not shark, but there's some crazy underwater monster thing that was kind of freaky. It's like a robot underwater thing, monster. But it's a little bit of a dark film. I wouldn't say it was scary, but the plot is... Robin Williams is the son of a toy... It's a bit like... A little bit Charlie and the Chocolate Factory almost too. There's like a toy maker and he has this toy factory, which is like a wonderful land that's kind of tucked away. And this famous toy maker passes away. That's the only part you remember. It was a little bit creepy, that bit. It looks like a sea slug or something. A sea snake. And the toy maker passes away, and his son, who is Robin Williams, is too irresponsible and immature to continue the business, he decides. So until he's ready to, he gives the factory to his brother, who is a military veteran and obsessed with war. And he takes over the toy factory, but starts to turn the toys into kind of like military things. And slowly takes over the factory, and that's when Robin Williams has to like step up his game and reclaim the factory. But I love the film because it's set at Christmas and it's got some music. It's got a beautiful song called "The Closing of the Year," which I think is a wonderful song. It makes me feel very Christmassy. It's got bells in it. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory is kind of creepy. It is. but the closing of the year is a lovely song, and it's actually by... There's a song in it called Happy Workers, which is by like Tori Amos. It's really crazy. The film you're describing sounds interesting. It was on TV a lot. You may well have seen it as a kid and just forgotten. You should look it up. It's just called Toys. It was made in 1992. But it's visually gorgeous. It was a flop though. So it's not really stood the test of time. People don't... It's not considered a good film. I like it though. But it was very, very expensive kind of film, big budget, and it kind of bombed at the time that it was released. But I think it's gone on to become a bit of a cult film. Oh god. Wow. Just gotta get fucked out of this level. But it's a really weird film too, because like, for some reason, you know, LL Cool J's in it. Like, okay then. He's good in it too. Ladies love Cool James. But all the set design in that film is just stunning. Santa Slays is fun. Is that one of those like horror movies? Like I always used to say with my friend, I'd make a horror movie called Santa Claus. I think somebody eventually did it. So there goes my dreams. But Toys, I have it on DVD, and I watch that almost every year. It's got a beautiful scene as well, where they try to get past the security guards by pretending that security footage is actually MTV, and they make up a music video, and it looks like Talking Heads. A robot Santa at the mall with claws. There's a short film on Netflix called that. That might be it. I can't believe it's nearly Christmas. This is going to be the last stream I probably do until... well, not probably. This is the last stream that I will be doing until after Christmas. Because I'm going to be away for the next 2 or 3 days. Just a little life update. I'm going to go stay at my friend's house. So there will be no stream tomorrow and Christmas Day. But maybe Boxing Day, we'll see. My cat just bolted past me and out the cat flap. Don't know what that was about. How do we get past this? Ooh. Bum bum. This level's really boring. I'm really sick of this level. I feel like I've been on this level for about half an hour. Oh. Repetitive, boring. Got your KFC bucket. That is... I don't... You know... It's sort of a true thing, but I don't think it's that true. I don't know anybody that eats KFC on Christmas Day. I've never met anybody that does. I do see commercials for KFC on TV, though, that are very Christmassy themed, and they do say, you know, like, oh, it's Christmas, it's time for KFC kind of thing. But it's not so much about KFC is Christmas, but more in Japan they've gotten into the idea now that you just eat chicken at Christmas, so KFC is a chicken place, so it's the perfect time for them to campaign their food. Last year I had Domino's pizza for Christmas. I had a turkey pizza. But turkey's quite hard to find in Japan. Because they just don't generally eat it. Oh. Is this... The hell is this? 'Twas the night before Christmas. Jingle Bells remix. I love how the ball just like goes through his sprite and destroys his sprite. But no, my friend is cooking for me, I think, for Christmas. He's going to try and cook a chicken in the oven. Which is quite the feat in Japan because we don't have very good ovens. Why do we have to get you to come over every time? Only the level, you say? Wow. Ooh. That hit me too. I also like Gremlins as a Christmas film. I used to watch Brer Rabbit's Christmas when I was younger. There was this like 90s, I think, animated modern Brer Rabbit, and it was a Christmas one, and I used to like that. I haven't seen that for forever. I'd like to watch that again, actually. Maybe I could find that on YouTube and watch it. I don't think, because I used to have it on video, recorded off the TV. I also, I might have to watch some of these at my friends', but I used to like to watch the Garfield's Christmas special. And I remember he got this hat. Oh, for God's sake. He got this hat that you could wear, and this robot Santa, and you wear this hat, and anything, if you think of anything, Santa, the robot Santa would give it to you. And as a kid, I always was like, oh, I would love that hat. I'd just be thinking of, like, you know, Mega Drive games and all sorts. Are we killing this boss? It just seems to go on and on and on. Can't even tell. I mean, I assume this is the right thing to do. Oh, okay, I guess we have to hit him afterwards. Whoops! Oh no. Louse the Mouse. I thought Louse the Mouse was the boss, like, of the entire plot. Oops. Oh. I also quite like to watch Edward Scissorhands at Christmas as well. That movie makes me cry. I love the music. I have a funny kind of story with Edward Scissorhands though, because it originally scared me as a kid. I saw it when I was very young, and I thought it was a horror film. Because I saw it completely out of context. I just saw bits of it on TV. And I miss him. I was channel hopping when I was a kid. I must have been about 6 or 7 or something. It was on TV and I hadn't seen it. And I think I saw the beginning bit where he like left the house and came down, but I didn't really, no, I didn't, not at the beginning. It was somewhere near the end. It was when he went like kind of wild and was like cutting up the neighbours' hedges and going on a rampage, and I was like, oh god, what is this film? And then I saw the bit where he, well, this is spoilers, but you know, if you don't want to hear Edward Scissorhands spoilers, please mute me. But the bit where I turned the channel off and then I turned it back on again. Oops, I need to hit you. Oh, he's gone. I turned it back on again at the bit where he like put his fingers through the fake hands, and Vincent Price had a heart attack and died, but I thought he'd stabbed him, and I immediately turned the TV off again. I was like, oh my god. And then I turned it back over, and like Vincent Price was like dead on the floor. I was like, oh my god, what is this film? And I turned it off again. But it's like that thing when you're a kid, like you can't resist to keep looking. So I kept checking, and I kept flicking back, and then I saw the scene where he runs at the little kid who's about to get knocked over by the van, but I didn't really understand that bit of the context, and I just saw him jump at this kid and start like cutting his face, and I turned the TV off again. I was like, oh my god, this film is so scary. And this just kept going on, but then I was like, oh, I'll look at it again, and I saw the bit at the end where he's like on the roof with the guy, and then they have the fight, and then he stabs him, and I turned it off again. I was just like, I had this very warped Nightmare on Elm Street version of Edward Scissorhands playing in my head. Eventually, you know, later in life, I sat down and watched it and realised that I'd totally missed the story, and that he was actually a sympathetic character. Where are we supposed to be now? And why are there those mice things flying in the sky? Is this, oh, is this supposed to be like, is this China or Japan? I didn't read. Probably said at the start, but I was too busy chatting about Edward Scissorhands. Your password, let's write my password, eh? My password is KW3TKH4. Looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 levels left. 6 levels. North Pole. Player 1, get ready. Oops. You know, ooh. That's another one of those really easy levels. A Christmas film that I've never really seen is A Wonderful Life. Deep Down. Player 1, get ready. I should probably sit down and watch that sometime, since it's a classic. There's some weird films that are always on over Christmas, I think. Like, was it The Wizard of Oz is often on at Christmas in the UK, maybe? And then I feel like The Sound of Music is always on at New Year. Oh, we need fire to help Rudolph. Is that fire? No. Oh, there goes that cloud. Oh, I also used to like to watch the Beauty and the Beast Christmas film, The Enchanted Christmas. I used to watch that a lot. I really thought that would have been fire. And that film's got Tim Curry in as a voice as well. That's the evil pipe organ. Crap. I haven't rescued the Rudolph yet. Whatever. I don't care. Oh, what's that spider? You don't want that in your calendar. Busy basement. Oh, we're back to this weird music again. Oops. Oh, I forgot we can actually jump on them. That's kind of more fun. Boing. This music makes Santa seem like a burglar. Why is it so sneaky? He's got his swag bag on, look. He knows if you've been bad or good. And he's taking your fucking TV. You know, that's a story. You know, anecdotes is what Twitch is all about, right? But here's a personal story about me. I got robbed when I was a kid. My house, we got robbed when just before Christmas one year. It was awful. Dreamy Magenta Sheet, I thought you passed out hours ago. Did you? Did you just wake up? He's kind of acting like a burglar here. I finished the... Did you see the end? I finished Roar of the Beast. We had a whole half an hour conversation about Batman as well. "45 minutes, an hour, I don't know. What is time?" I did. I'll have to watch the VOD. I beat it. It was great. I mean, the game wasn't, but my victory was. I also beat Spider-Man without saving. I'm on a roll tonight. 3rd game. But what I was going to say was my little story was when I was a kid, it must have been about, I don't know, 7, 8-ish. I was in primary school. And I think it was about something like the 19th of December, 20th. It was like getting very close to Christmas. And I remember because school had ended or something, and we got like a gift from school, and it was like a free meal at McDonald's or something I'd got given. We got like a coupon or something. I think it was like a Santa prize thing, I don't know. And so we had a plan to like go, we were going to go, my mum made a plan that we were going to go to the city, we were going to go do a little bit of shopping, get ready for Christmas, and then we were going to have a treat and go and eat McDonald's and get a Happy Meal. And we were all ready to go, we went to bed, and I remember waking up in the middle of the night, and when I was very young, I'd always go downstairs and check on my parents. I'd walk like halfway down the stairs and listen for the TV to check because I was checking, are they in their bedroom or are they still downstairs watching TV? Because my parents always would stay up till like 1 in the morning. And even, well, after my dad passed away, that probably stopped, but I don't think my mum stays up till 1 on her own anymore. But I stood halfway down the stairs and I was about to go downstairs into the living room, and then I heard like my dad cough or something, and so I turned back and went back upstairs into my parents' bedroom, and done the whole like "Mom, I can't sleep" routine. So then the next morning, so I'm dragging this story out, but the next morning I woke up and I remember going downstairs and there was like a policeman in the living room, and I'm like, "Oh, what?" And it turned out we'd been robbed that night, and the noises that I'd heard from downstairs was actually we were being burgled at that moment. And I still always think like, if I'd have walked downstairs into that living room, like, good God, what would have happened? But at the same time, I don't know, because I think I spooked them and made them run. But I don't know who they were. Unfortunately, gotta go. Save Grey Lancer. Enjoy. Oh, I will do then. Thank you for hanging around. It's been really good fun. I'll probably have a go at that then after the Christmas period. I mean, I suspect it's probably going to take me quite a few streams to get it nailed down anyway. Unless it's super easy, like you say, but... But yeah, so I always kind of worry, like, what would have happened if I'd have walked into that room? But they stole all the presents from friends and family that we had in the living room ready for Christmas. They took everything. And they also stole my mother's purse, which had the McDonald's coupon in it. So that was the end of like that plan for the day. All that, I think we probably, I don't know, we still did it anyway, but it was very sad. That's kind of terrifying. I have a fear of home invasion, so I'm always listening for things. Well, they didn't complete the job. I think that me or my dad, because like when I woke my dad up, he went to the bathroom and stuff. But I think me making the noise and stuff, it scared them. They pushed the sofa in front of the door in the living room, so I may have never actually been able to get into the living room anyway. Because, I mean, I don't know, maybe they were crackheads, but sometimes, it's like they were probably just wanting to steal. They didn't want to do anything like more illegal than that, you know what I mean? Not violent, maybe not violent people, I don't know. But what is this level taking me? I don't understand the flow. But it did put a bit of a damper on Christmas because my mom, unfortunately, Len had to... It was so embarrassing for her. She always talked about it. She hated it. She had to go around calling everybody up, asking what they'd bought us for Christmas because it had been stolen, and she needed to give a list to the police of everything that had been stolen. But she didn't know because there were presents, so she had to ring everybody up and say, like, what did you actually buy us? Because we need to tell the police because it's been stolen. And she said it was just utterly mortifying to do. But after that, because we used to leave the Christmas presents in the living room, like near the tree, and after that year, because of that happening, because they would have been on show in the window, and that's where they came in. They came through the living room window. And after that incident, me being a kid as well, I would never let my mum leave the presents in the living room ever again, because I kept worrying that it was going to happen again. So we started a new tradition where we would always leave the Christmas presents in the back room, just like out of show, until Christmas Eve, and then before my parents went to bed on Christmas Eve, they would bring them into the living room ready for the morning. But up until that point, everything would be hidden away. And also after that, we got an alarm for the house, because we didn't have one back then. Now we have an alarm. I think it takes your first burglary before you get a house alarm. Whoops. Back in those days, anyway. I think Krampus can pick up presents now. I don't think he can. I think it's just because I'm rambling. I'm not paying super attention. Which way was I going? I don't want to be Krampus. I think he's crap. I don't see the point. Dun, dun, dun. And I still remember the Christmas when I got Crusader of Senti or Soleil. That was such a good Christmas. My favourite game. I had super nostalgic memories for that. Glad you were all safe. I had a burglar put a pole through the cat flap and drag out the coat. What the fuck? Oh my god, people just disgust me sometimes with the just ridiculous things that they will do. Like just trying to steal your coat. Like what the hell? That is such an effort for a coat. I mean, that is a thing with cat flaps, isn't it? It's essentially, you know, a little hole. I mean, I tell you how they got into my house. Oh my god. The police said, you know those, like, it's hard to describe, but you know those windows where they've got like the latch, it's like a, what's the word? Horizontal latch that you lift up and then push the window out. And then you can close the latch again and it props the window open. It's one of those type of windows, and it was a wooden frame. Because it was a bit older, you know, a house from like, I don't know, this was like the 90s, so I don't know when the renovations have been done. I guess in case it had keys in it. Ah, yeah, that would make sense. The cat flap doesn't open, they broke it. Oh. So what they did with mine was they drilled little holes into the window frame and then fed some wire through the holes and popped the latch and then opened the window and then opened the massive window and just climbed in the living room. It was just bonkers. Ugh, yeah, it's gross. I don't know how much of that you heard, Quiggy, but it was just getting burgled at Christmas when I was a kid. It's ridiculous, all of it, yeah. I mean, it is as well. You know, when you think about it, I think, like at the time, you know, it sucked, but I think about it now as an adult out of context. People that do that, you know, do they not think about... I mean, the answer is no, they don't. They don't think about it. Duh. But I just think, like, how can you not have a conscience like that? You know, you're stealing Christmas presents from a child. It's just ridiculous. To what? Sell for some money? Probably for, like, crack or something? I don't know. But it's just so gross. You don't even know what you're stealing as well. Like, what were they stealing? Just some crappy, probably... I don't know, Mighty Max back then. It was just because it wasn't even the Santa Claus presents that they took, it was the presents just from friends and family. So, you know, it wasn't tons of value, it was more the thought, the sentimental value and things from people. Probably a couple of bottles of wine, some normal price toys. Could be stealing some quality streets, the greatest gift of all. Bloody over USA, taking those strawberry creams. It only opens with Hugo's microchip, otherwise the other cats Hugo fights with will follow him in. That's interesting, I didn't know they had that sort of thing. I bet they have a rule to avoid the hexagonal presidents. Why? What's wrong with Quality Street? Although it's probably just not worth the wait. You miss the old big ones. I love the strawberry creams, that's the best. We've had several packages stolen at our apartment complex, pet treats and other stuff they probably have no use for. Yeah, people just nick shit, don't they? But we're flying over Dreamy's house right now. Here's your present. Ho ho ho. Happy Christmas, Dreamy. Happy Christmas, Slim. Happy Christmas, Sadie. Happy Christmas, Retro into Rossiter. Who else is in America? Happy Christmas, rugby balls flying in the sky. Woo! Oh, there she is. Actually, I don't even know if Sadie's in America. I'm just assuming right there. Because you know some people are in Canada and I don't even realise. I just assume because of time zones people are in America. Slim, you're definitely America though, right? I think. Is he dropping them into lit chimneys? Only the lit ones, yeah. So that they burn. Canada is North America, it's just not the USA. Your password is... Good old confusing geography. I know where Canada is, I'm not that bad. But it is not the United States. Is this the final level? I'm in the UK, I know you are. Mr. Weather. Is this the final... What? So it was Mr. Weather all along. Can we not jump? Oh god. Oh, suddenly it's turned into Gynoog. Is this seriously the final boss? This... What was his beef?
Oh no!
That it? GG's. Oh no. Now Christmas has been saved and all the kids around the world have received their presents. So Santa, you're welcome everybody, you're welcome. What an anticlimax. Mr. Weather is a bastard. He was ruining Christmas. They take a screenshot, that's another game done. On normal mode. That Santa face, look at his feet. That's what I'll kill. And that purple cup. And why is the reindeer... What have they just done? Oh, no, let's keep it PG. The world have received their presents, so Santa, his reindeer, and the elves may rest until next year. His head's mounted to his chair. He's mounted on Santa. Christmas sacrifice. I can't read the epilogue. Now Christmas has been saved, and all the kids around the world have received their presents, so Santa, his reindeer, and the elves may rest until next year. And next Christmas, Merry Christmas to all of you. And I mean that. Merry Christmas to everybody. From me to you. Thanks for playing Sunsoft's Days Before Christmas, inspired by Rita Zimmer. What is all this inspired shit on the Mega Drive? Didn't Spider-Man say it was... No, Beauty and the Beast said it was inspired too. Who is Rita Zimmer? And why is this game inspired by her? Rita Zimmer, who are you? Oh, was instrumental in the gaming industry when she served as Executive Vice President at Sunsoft. I think she died in 2020. She was the writer of Beauty and the Beast's Roar of the Beast. Ooh, you know, I don't want to speak bad of the dead, but ooh. Yeah, you just wrote that too, Quiggy. Get out. just no. She didn't write that. She just pinched scenes from the Disney film. Who's Raw Flolo? Somebody was called Ofsted? Al Artist. These aren't names. Oh no, it's not. I shouldn't be so rude. It's a Norwegian game. They are definitely names. Now I feel slightly racist. I apologise. Jack Christopherson, Norwegian, 1987, has just left the chat. I don't want to speak ill of the dead, but I wish it had happened second 1989. That was a little bit dark. It was modestly dark. Gameplay manual. Alison Quirion. Can you imagine that was your job? Bless. At least you get credits though, because somebody's got to do it right. But you know, what on your resume? Writes manuals for video games. Who are these people? Best regards to Marie, best regards to Heidi, and Walt, Cheese and Inga. They must be kids, they're probably kids, right? People's kids. So they can, you know, that Christmas say, look, you're in a video game. There you are. Kathy Juby, Akito Takeuchi, Sherry Ross. Happy holidays from Sunsoft and Funcom. The end. Lovely. It was a very... I would give that maybe, what, 5 out of 10? Very average 5. Oh. We can just play it again. We can watch the credits forever. High score. Get out the way, Marie. There's a new boss in town. Oh. My name is... Blah, 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 blah. Tom 10 was cheating. Fact. There we go. Oh, we're number 5 as well. Sega. I forgot Sunsoft do Air of the Acrobat. That's going to be interesting. There's the villains. Oh look, there's Mr. Weather. I don't know where the fuck he came out of in the story. I thought the villain was the mouse. That's what the manual suggested. How do I pronounce that? Pronounce what? Tomten? Well, I'm glad this game is just done. Isn't it nice to just play a game and finish it? I think that's considered completed, don't you? 25. Oh, just like Christmas Day, 25 games finished.